Education is important. Education is important, man. It is, man. Somebody got to teach these kids how to read and write. You barely know how to read and write. You graduated out of the, you ain't been to school since the 8th grade. You ain't gonna teach that kid geometry. You in your phone all day. So stop saying these schools ain't doing their job. You ain't willing to put in the work. You barely know how to read your damn self. Education is important, man. Somebody gonna teach you. Is you gonna sit there with your kid, or is you gonna get frustrated he don't know many apples Johnny got? Huh? These teachers doing the best they can with these thuggish, rugged bones. And I'm being funny, not all the kids are. But education is important. Unless you're going to sit there and teach your child, stop taking this shit for granted and thinking it's not important and end up like an old fool like me. Education is important. And I say all y'all, everybody should be a top scholar and a lawyer and a doctor. No, we need plumbers and all that stuff they say, electricians and shit like that. Get you a trade, but it ain't nothing wrong with putting more in your brain. Knowledge is power, for real. It really is, bro. Like people like to say, school ain't nothing, and I was one of them. School taught me the basic things. The basic thing. They ain't teach me a life thing. Now that I think about this, I feel like that's more fall on your parents or whoever raised you. With the school, without school, I wouldn't know how to count and all this, how to add and subtract and multiplication. After you get the fractions and shit, I'm getting confused, but y'all get what I'm saying. Education is important, excuse me. Unless you're going to sit down there and teach your child, like, but most of y'all ain't even, you feel me? Dropped out of school, went to alternative schools, and alternative schools, they keep you at a certain grade level, no matter what grade you in. Especially when you got to get in high school, I'll say. I just feel like every year I was in there, it was still at the 8th grade education level. Or maybe my mind, maybe the Reggie had me thinking that, but yeah, education is important, man. For real.